Here's a progress update about our move to Homestead Park.
Which is so exciting. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm like, but it's also so
They
exciting at
say
the same
moving
time.
is probably one of the most stressful things. I think is moving and having a kid are the two most stressful things.
It is stressful, but it's a
If you have a
journey.
kid while you're moving,
Oh my
just forget
goodness.
it.
You're going to be insane. Well, okay, so as soon as we finish this, what I have to do is go take some pictures of my cabin because we're going to get an estimate on how much it would be to move my cabin. It is so funny because I briefly talked about possibly selling my cabin, like selling this whole place as
But the
is.
family vetoed that. We're just like, no, the cabin's like your mascot. You can't.
And it's true. That's what I was gonna say. My two boys were like, "No way! This is such, like." I told my younger son James, and if you could have seen the look on his face, he was just like he just was disbelief and almost like disappointment. I don't know. I thought that was so funny.
You
So
contacted the house mover yesterday,
yeah,
and what's nice about them is they move the house and build the new foundation.
yes.
So you don't even have to lift a finger. You'll just see your
Like,
cabin on Homestead Park.
bye! It's just going to be going down the road. I'm going to have to spend the day out because when they're moving it, it's like even if my two boys move a piece of furniture for me, I'm like, careful. I'm like, don't bump it. Oh, careful, don't tip it. So I can't even imagine the house being moved. I'm going to be like, easy, easy. Don't bump that. Don't tip it too far. I'm going to be insane. So I'm just going to go out for the day and let the professionals handle that without
Just
me
buy a day,
around.
take it to a spa, and
They're
just
gonna like
get a
get the big
massage and
piece of
stuff.
gray tape and like put it over my mouth so I'll like shut up and they can do their job.
So we also worked on my house because I'm gonna build my house on the property as well, and I'm gonna do a steel building house.
Yeah.
So I was calling a few different places, and one thing had a question about was getting the blueprints and then to draw in all like the bathrooms and the rooms and everything off the blueprints. And one good thing I learned yesterday was they give you the engineered blueprints for the structure, and then in a lot of counties you can just draw in the bathrooms you want, and like it doesn't have to be like official. You can just draw it in there, and they accept that
Yes.
because they just don't want it to fall over, and that's what you need the engineer for.
They don't want the building to fall over. Like what you do inside, they're not as picky about because they just know the house isn't going to cave over on your head. You know what I'm saying?
And I think going forward, we're going to talk a lot about the steel building house because I think if you want to be a homesteader, have the lazy lifestyle, be a minimalist, and live your life,
yes.
housing.
It's the new best option. When I did my cabin, that was the best option because it was the cheapest.
'Cause
Like best house you could get for the money.
to live the lazy lifestyle, you have to get your housing sorted out. You're not the lazy lifestyle if you have a 30-year mortgage.
No, that doesn't work. Doesn't even
So-
go together.
What I would do if I was starting from zero is I would do a smaller steel building. I'm going to do a slightly bigger one because since I'm selling my place, I'm going to have a little bit of money to work with. But if I was starting from zero, if I could go back in time, I would just do a smaller steel building.
I don't know though. They weren't maybe like as efficient. Now they're like cranking those things out. They're putting them up. They have crews. It is the new best option.
Well, the guy said, he's like, you can just put it up yourself. He said it takes 3 days, which probably means
Wow.
it takes 2 weeks, but you can do it yourself.
For me, that means it would take 10 years, but I like to enjoy myself as I go along. So, but who cares though? Like everybody's at different pace, and as long as you get it done, like who cares? Like whatever. Like
And
enjoy the journey.
My house, we're building it a little bigger because we do want to have workshops at
Yes.
Homestead Park because it's in a
Homestead
good
workshops.
location and we can have people come for workshops. And
Yes.
we can talk about how to be a homesteader and
How to get
live the
going. A lot of
lazy
people want to
lifestyle
get going, and it's very hard to switch speeds. You know, a lot of people are in the rat race, and they're just like, oh, I just get so many, you know, fan letters and emails about that, and they're just so much want to do the jump, and it's just a lot of people just need a little extra encouragement and just a little extra direction and a few more ideas, and I would just love to give that to people and help them because I just think the more people that, you know, live out here and just live closer to nature, a little more family oriented, a little more independent, I think is very healthy for people. That they're just like not looking out to the government and the world and whining about everything they don't get and what they need. And if your focus is on you, your family, your homestead, and you're doing things yourself, I truly think you have just a calmer, more happy life.
So we're gonna just try to do regular updates. Hopefully we'll do some videos from Homestead Park soon.
Yes.